just know the cradle then burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been.
Howdy folks, welcome back to Aaron's Vulgar Kitchen. Alright, my back is killing me. It's been a long fucking day. I'm in dire need of some goddamn alcohol. So let's get a motherfucking drink going up in this bitch. For today's muse, what we're gonna be making is some motherfucking whiskey sours. We're gonna be modifying the normal recipe a little bit. We're gonna make this motherfucker AVK style. So one, we're not gonna be using some raggedy ass in a bottle from the fucking store fucking whiskey ass sour mix. Alright? That's some goddamn bullshit. Okay? We are smart enough to make some shit that's fucking sour all by ourselves. So let's start doing that. I've got a nice fucking pink grapefruit here and about 3 lemons. So like, cut a fucking lemon in half, get the goddamn juice out. Roll it around to make sure we get it all. And then when we're done with each piece, we can fuck that shit. Alright, lather, rinse, repeat. So I got this fucking grapefruit piece here, and you know, when I'm done with this one, I'm not gonna fuck that shit, because there's something else I can goddamn do with it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take that nice 360 fucking vodka from the freezer, pour some of that shit into there, and let it sit for a second. Alright, so we got that last lemon squeezed out. What we're gonna do is fuck that shit, smoke that shit, shoot this shit, fuck that shit, fuck this shit, and smoke that shit. That's what we call the whiskey sour making shooter, ladies and motherfuckers. You know, that drinking and fucking and smoking shit, it's a whole lot cooler than any of that tequila bull where, you know, you lick and the salt and the shoot and the lime and the fucking lick again and fuck all that shit. Alright, but this is legit. Another variation is that we're going to be using rye whiskey instead of fucking bourbon like you normally would, because I'm out of goddamn bourbon and the liquor store is fucking closed. So, let's get this bitch going. Take about 1.5 ounces of whiskey into this fucking shaker here. It's got some ice in it. We'll take about a equal measure of that nice lemon and grapefruit juice. Put that bitch in there. We're gonna take about a fucking teaspoon and tablespoon, shit. A tablespoon and a half of that simple syrup into there. Fuck that. Put the lid on. Shake this bitch up. This motherfucking shit has been in the goddamn freezer. I'm just gonna pour that bitch out. Normally people would put a maraschino cherry in there. Fuck that shit. All it is some goddamn cherry that's been washed in like hydrochloric acid, alright? Fucking forget that. We don't need that bullshit. What we do need is to drink some of this shit. So let's see how that turned out. Oh man. Oh yeah. Fucking right. You know, you get a little bit of extra bitterness from the goddamn rye, but then you also get a bit of extra sweetness from that motherfucking pink grapefruit. Some complexity of flavor that's not found in that ordinary mix. So this is some good ass shit. That's what the fuck we're gonna be drinking today, ladies and motherfuckers. Now we are actually gonna be doing some food today too, and you know, believe it or not, surprise, surprise, guess who the recipe's by? First thing we got is a bunch of motherfucking pork. It's got all different kinds of fat still on that shit. It's gonna be really fucking good. Now, as per the usual, we got our olive oil, some sea salt, goddamn black pepper. There's about 2 cups of rice in that motherfucking rice cooker. We're gonna be doing a couple things a little bit differently. Economic conditions and things that happened last time I made this shit have prompted me to change the recipe a little bit. Got 2 red onions instead of 2 fresh red chilies, which are unavailable right now. Got some of those dried red chilies. Smoked paprika, I don't know where the fuck Jamie Oliver finds that shit, so we're gonna mix up some chipotle chili pepper and some paprika to get kind of the same effect. Got some caraway seeds over here. Got some fresh marjoram there. He says to use 5 fucking bell peppers. I'm only using 3 because otherwise it's way too goddamn much. Got some red wine vinegar here. He says to use like fucking a bunch of tin of smoked grilled peppers or some bullshit. I couldn't find that either. So instead we got a variety of spicy peppers here. This one's a habanero because I like having a little extra fucking heat. And then there's a serrano. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers here are. Shit. And he didn't call for garlic. I'm gonna add some of that because fuck it, why not? We got fresh 4664 on the vine hothouse motherfucking tomatoes instead of some tinned bullshit. I don't like fucking cans, folks. Fuck that. And his shit calls for like fucking lemon zest to go in some sour cream with parsley at the end, you know, to garnish his shit. I've fucking tried that before. It tastes like goddamn ass. Over here we got our favorite fucking Le Creuset French oven. That's awesome because we can do it on the stove and put it in the oven. We're gonna need to do both. We'll get the oven started. That bitch is gonna go right on 350 like it says. This bitch here, we're gonna put on like about, fuck it, 4.5. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is take that magic bullet receptacle. We're gonna put the dried chili peppers in there. And about 1, 2, teaspoons of caraway seeds. Close that bitch off. Let that motherfucker go. Okay, that went for a little while. We're also gonna get the paprika and the fucking chipotle chili in there so it can mix up nice too. We need 2 tablespoons altogether, so 1 tablespoon is gonna be the chipotle chili. And then another tablespoon is just gonna be ordinary paprika. The lid on and let that bitch go smoke. There we go, all nice and mixed the fuck up, folks. Now the first thing to go into the pot, goddamn meat. So let's cut that up a bit. Now what Jamie says to do is throw this shit in whole, alright, and let the fat melt out and shit, and then at the end you rip it up with a fork. Fuck that, it doesn't rip up as nicely as one would think. So I'm gonna start helping it out, cutting it up into some smaller chunks. Nothing like bite size or anything like that, but I'm just gonna lob off pieces here. Alright, with the meat chopped and into the bowl, go ahead and fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Okay, we got another stainless steel bowl here. We're just gonna start getting shit ready in the order it's gonna be added to the pan. So the next thing's the onions. Cut the ends off. Fuck that shit. And do this shit fucking ABK style. Alright, so there's the onions. I set that off to the side. Fuck. Alright, waiting for my eyes to clear up. Let's check on Puppy. Puppy's been sitting right behind me the whole time. I took her shopping with me today so that she wouldn't have to stay home all by herself, and she ate a whole loaf of bread when I went from one store into the other, and you know, so she's been feeling like she's been in trouble a little bit, so she's extra close. I gotta take a second to reassure Puppy and let her know it's okay. Yes. Now nothing reassures Puppy like a nice treat. You want that? Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Now that Puppy's got a little bit of her self-esteem back, let's go ahead and get the meat in the pan. I just gotta... shit. Oh, god damn it. All I really need to do here with the meat is get the lid off of the pot Ow, fuck. Some olive oil in that motherfucker. Just enough to, cover the bottom of the pan. Pour in the meat. Ow, shit! Ow, fuck! God damn it, that's hot! Ow! Fuck that shit! Take a wooden spoon here and get that all down to the bottom of the pan. Alright, just decrease that to about 4, put the lid back on, let it go. Fuck, that shit was hot. I need a fucking... Oh, it's better already. Oh, fuck me. Alright, the marjoram's gonna be going in with the onions, so we'll get that ready here. Just go along from the top, slide off the leaves, fuck that shit, and keep going till we got it all ready. I've ranted about Maryland quite a bit lately, and I apologize for that, but fuck, it seems I never run out of goddamn negative things to say about fucking Maryland. Alright, so there I am the other day for a wake for my friend's mom. Kind of sad day. I drive out there, middle of fucking nowhere, and we're kind of off the beaten path. Everybody's ready to go home. We get in the car, we fire up Apple Maps on the iPhone, and okay, this route requires tolls. Well, fuck. Don't want that shit. I don't have a goddamn E-ZPass. Alright, this ain't your mom's fucking car. Alright, I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have some fucking RFID tracker chip in my fucking car. Because I tell you what, that shit can be read whether you're going through a toll booth or not. They just put a sensor up, whether you're even in Maryland or not. Sensors along any fucking highway can read that shit and make a log of your fucking movements, alright? So, fuck that shit. I don't use E-ZPass, alright? I finally find a route that looks like it's not going to require tolls. Then, get about 20 minutes into it, and all of a sudden, I'm on a fucking toll road. What the fuck? So I take the exit before I get to the goddamn place where it would be scanning my shit. I sit there for about 10 minutes finding out an alternate way to get the fuck home that didn't involve going all the way back half an hour the wrong direction to pick the freeway up again. It's just some goddamn bullshit. The state of Maryland is not fucking navigable in any kind of easy way unless you fucking pay for it. Alright? Fuck that shit. And I called up my friend, who the wake was for his mom. We were telling him what happened. He's like, oh, you guys found yourselves on the fucking inter-county connector, didn't you? That shit ain't funny, man. That shit ain't funny. I was so pissed the fuck off. Reason number 900,000 fucking 63 not to ever be in fucking ass Maryland. Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. There's our oregano, or marjoram, whatever the fuck that shit was. And put that in with the onions. There we go. Here's another bowl, because the rest of the shit we're gonna need at a separate time. Let's start getting that ready. We're gonna need our tomatoes, so pick them shits off of the vines. Alright, fuck that vine. We'll do these up ABK style too. So it's cutting off the end, doing slices, doing ninths with 1 cut, 2 cuts, 3 cuts, 4 cuts, and cutting around that little belly button shit, which will then fuck into the sink to not end up wasting motherfucking tomato. Starving puppies in India's or in the back seat of my fucking car would be more than happy to eat. Okay, with the tomatoes done, next thing we need is these bell peppers. All we do is cut the heads off of them shits. Oh boy, what the fuck? Ow, shit, that hurts! Ah. Fuck that shit. Slice them open. Just slice those near the guts. You can take the knife and just slice out those guts. Just like so. After removing all the guts and seeds, all we gotta do is take these pieces, cut them into some kind of thin little slices, take those in half, fuck them into the bowl. Alright, we're looking really good for time, because just as we finished with these motherfucking peppers, it's time to go and fuck with the meat some more. Got the stainless steel bowl from before. We washed that motherfucker out to avoid contamination, and all we're gonna do is take that meat with a slotted spoon and huck that shit into this bowl, leaving all the nice fat and juices behind. So there's the meat. There's all the nice juices that were left behind. And what we're gonna do here is turn the heat down to like fucking 2. And carefully, so I don't fucking burn the shit out of my goddamn wrist, let's put the onions into that fat. Got the fresh marjoram in there too. Fuck that shit. So after incurring no second-degree burns, just stir the onions into the fat and let them shits go down about 10 minutes or something like that. But put the lid on too. We gotta move kind of quick so we don't lose the momentum that we gained syncing everything up perfectly in the pot. I'm gonna empty out the magic bullet and do a standby glass container I got. Get a couple big cloves of garlic there. Cut the ends off. You can peel them like a banana. Fuck, them shits are all stuck together and shit. There ended up being like fucking 3 normal cloves. And we're gonna huck into the magic bullet receptacle. And this giant ass one here, I'm gonna trim down to make it a little easier. And all this shit from the garlic, fuck that shit. Fuck! Alright, I'm using this little hand condom that we got from the produce section in the supermarket. I'm going to take care of these peppers. It's especially necessary for this goddamn habanero. You get that shit on your fucking hands, your shit will be fucked up for days. Especially if you go sticking your finger in your eye or on your dick. So we're going to cut the end off and cut it in half. Those halves of peppers there, I'm just going to take the paring knife and scrape out most of the fucking guts and seeds. So you get an empty fucking piece of pepper. Alright, so we got the hollowed out pepper. We're going to fuck that shit. This shit we're really going to fuck because it's dangerous, alright? Fuck that. And the pepper pieces, you know, we're going to get them into some chunks. Put it in that magic bullet receptacle. And fuck this shit. It's dangerous as fuck. God damn. Ah. Alright, put the lid on this motherfucker here. Just rough chop all this shit up a little bit. Magic bullet. Alright, there we go. Got some fucking pepper garlic slurry shit. It's good for now. We're right on time again, so we'll take the lid off. Give the onions a stir. See, these onions still have some whiteness. They're not going to quite be done until they're clear. So then what we're going to do is add in that fucking pepper shit. Sprinkle over the top, skeet skeet. Take that pepper bowl out of the magic bullet. Use your spoon. Scrape that shit down in there. Oh! Oh man, that's fucking potent. Shit. Oh, fuck that. Oh, Jesus, fuck that blade too. God damn. I'll just go ahead and stir that shit around a little bit. Get it all nice and mixed in there. Put that lid back on. How would you look? These fucking burns I got from that goddamn grease. Y'all motherfuckers need to be careful when you're doing this shit at home, alright? Not everybody's drank enough to be as invincible as me. Fuck. Speaking of which. Alright, so let's check on these onions here. Get this lid off. Oh yeah, those are looking real nice, ladies and motherfuckers. So what we're gonna do now is give that shit a stir. I have this thing about, you know, if I'm fucking drinking, food should be goddamn drinking too. So what we're gonna do is take some of this rye here, add a little splash into that pot. Yeah, l'chaim. Now we're gonna take those peppers and tomatoes. We're gonna add some of them shits into there. And we're gonna add back some of the meat. Then we're gonna skeet with the pepper. Skeet with the salt. And put the rest of those tomatoes and peppers in. Alright, fuck that shit. Put in the rest of the meat. Fuck that shit. Try and mash that down a little bit, real nice. Then we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, motherfucking tablespoons of that red wine vinegar in there. Fuck that. And then we're gonna put some goddamn water in there. Alright. Not too much. That was about, I don't know, 1.5 cups of water-ish. Okay. I'm gonna crank the heat up on that bowl so that motherfucker will boil. Puppy's feeling more secure about herself already. Aren't you, Puppy? Aren't you, Puppy? You know you're a good girl, huh? Oh, we're waiting on that meat to boil. Let's finish this goddamn drink and cigarette. It's trying to boil. We're just gonna try and tuck the meat below the surface of the liquid there so that it has as much contact with the liquid as possible. Since a watch pot never fucking boils, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something else. It's after the last time I cooked for y'all sons of bitches. It's cleaning Aaron's goddamn 6 square feet of motherfucking counter space, and wouldn't you know it, when I got over here, I knocked over the goddamn red fucking lava lamp. And it went tumbling off and shit, and the bottle cap on top came loose a little bit. So, you know, on a lava lamp, once the seal's broken, that motherfucker's no good. So the red one's gone. Got a replacement here. This is some kind of fucking purple and orange job or some shit. You know, it's for AVK enthusiast, original fucking there since episode 1 motherfuckers. You might be a little sad, but don't grieve. It's gone on to a better place. And you know, we had some great memories together. We're gonna have some good memories together with this lava lamp too. Shit. Well, that must have did the trick, because this motherfucker's boiling now, ladies and bitches. So, I'm just gonna dip that meat down one more time. Shit, it's spilling over the sides. Fuck. Shove the meat down a little bit more. Put the lid on that hoe. And then this shit, with fucking pot holders, because it's goddamn fucking ass hot, we're gonna take, put down into the oven. I'm gonna carefully, so we don't fucking burn ourselves more, shut that bitch up, close the door, and shit. I'm just gonna set that timer on that fucking whore for about 3 hours. 1, 2, and 3. Let that motherfucker go, and we'll check on it later. Alright, so with damn near a half hour left to go on the clock, what we're gonna do here is get this goddamn rice going so it's done at the same time as the fucking meat. Alright, so we got our water in there real nice, about to the 2-cup line. So I'm just taking a vegetable bouillon cube here and huck that in the water. Fuck that shit. Just gonna stir that around a little bit. Fuck that. Take that shit, put it in this shit, add that shit, and push this shit. You know, it'll turn itself off when it's done, and then the heat that's left will steam off any additional water, making it nice and fluffy, and be ready just in time for our pork. Well, what have I been doing the last 3 hours? Well, smoking cigarettes, fucking drinking some of these goddamn whiskey sours, and you know, there must have been a hole in that fucking bag because I went to take a piss and my dick felt like it was on fucking fire. Spent a good hour just washing the fucking thing, trying to get it to stop goddamn burning. Ow! Shit, man, that fuck. Okay. Alright. That's real careful, like. Pull this motherfucker out and shit. Take it over to the counter. Fuck, that's heavy. Fuck. There we got our meat shit and get the lid off of this son of a bitch. Fucking pepper, let go! Fuck! Alright. See, that's the great thing about this shit. Is I can just take it from the stove right to the oven and onto the counter, and you know, what the fuck Teflon shit can you do that with? Not a goddamn one. Fuck. Now look at that shit. That looks good as fuck, doesn't it? Oh my god, yeah. So we're just gonna take this fucking thing, hold on to the side with the fucking pot holder. Oh my god, it's so soft. Oh Jesus. Now look at this shit, ladies and motherfuckers. And you just take this meat over to the side and watch. It's just fucking steamed shit. Spoon just goes right through this goddamn meat. Oh. Yeah. See, that's perfect. And say what you want about the peppers, but this motherfucker here is gonna get the job done with stretching out that fucking meat, alright? Now try doing this shit here in a fucking Teflon ass pan. Yeah, fucking right, bitch. Okay, fuck that. Now look what we're left with. That's just like goddamn shredded pork, and the peppers are still intact. So fuck you if you doubt my shit. The rice is done too, so let's take the lid off of that. Let you get a gander there. See, it's all nice and kind of colored thanks to that fucking bouillon cube. So I guess what we should do now, so we can get to bed, because it's late, is, let's start getting this motherfucker packed up. Alright, so fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. So we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Motherfucking meals, bitch. So let's go ahead and say that this episode was brought to you by the letter 360 vodka, and the letter fucking grapefruit, by the letter rye whiskey, and by the letter whiskey sour, the letter camel reds, alright? And some good ass shit. See y'all motherfuckers next time. Aaron's goddamn fucking motherfucking vulgar ass fucking cunt licking asshole elbowing cooter poking fucking clitoris speed bagging goddamn tonsil puncturing fucking ass kitchen bitch. Yeah.